What's up, FOA Squad? I'm Anthony, and welcome to our channel, Life with Anthony. I hope everyone is doing well out there. Happy Saturday to you guys. So where have I been the past 3 days? Well, I checked myself into a hotel, and it wasn't because I needed a break from car life. It's for a specific reason that I'm going to get into with you guys. But first, we're going to go back to Wednesday of this week, and I'm going to bring you guys up until right now where I am now. All right, I noticed about a month ago that the performance of my car has gone sluggish. Like my car was feeling a little sluggish to me. It was harder to accelerate. It just seemed like the car was struggling a little bit with its power. And I knew exactly what was going on because ever since I moved into my car September 30th of last year, I was using my cigarette lighter to plug in and to charge my Jackery with. Now, every time you do that, you deplete some of the car battery. And after 7 months of doing that, I guess my car battery finally started getting weaker and the performance of the battery was, it was dying to basically. So I made an appointment on Wednesday to get a new battery for the car. Now, every time I have to take my car in, whether it's for oil change, the annual inspection, PA inspection, I do a little prep work to the car to make the car look like, a normal SUV and no one lives in the car. So I went to the storage facility and I did that. Basically, I will fold my mattress back into the little cargo area, push my seat up and push the other small seat up, and take my window coverings out and put those on top of the mattress in the back. And then the car looks like a normal car and no one lives in it. I did all that. I took my car and got the new battery. And then I took my car back to the storage facility and put everything back together. Now, prior to Wednesday, taking my car into the shop, I made 2 small adjustments to my bed. And let me tell you, after I made those adjustments, I was sleeping. Now, I was already sleeping really well, but I was sleeping the 2 nights after I made those adjustments, I was sleeping really well. But Wednesday night, after I put everything back together and I went to sleep Wednesday into Thursday, I did not sleep well at all. I was tossing and turning and it was just, something was wrong. Something was out of place. So I managed to make it through Wednesday into Thursday night and I went to work Thursday. And somewhere along during my work on Thursday, my hip started hurting. And I mean, it was just like out of the blue. It just started hurting. And I kept thinking, okay, what was different? Something was different. And I kept recalling to myself, okay, I was sleeping really well the past 2 or 3 nights after I made that small adjustment. But now all of a sudden, I moved everything to prepare the car to go to the shop and everything, put everything back, but I went to sleep and now something has changed. So during the course of work Thursday night, I'm telling you, thank God I only had about 2.5 hours to go. My hip started hurting. I mean, hurting to the point where I was actually limping at work the last 2.5 hours or so. So I left work, went to sleep. It was another uncomfortable sleep, and I did not sleep well Thursday night into Friday. And man, when I woke up Friday, woo boy, I thought I went crippled because my hip was really hurting then, boy. So I got up Friday and tried to figure out what was wrong. So I went to the storage unit and I took everything out of my bed, and what I noticed was the plywood that I have in the back of my car, it had moved. Now the purpose of the plywood is to take the gap away between the incline and the flat part, because that was part of the problem when I first moved into my car. Y'all know I went through hell trying to figure out how to make the bed comfortable and get rid of that incline. I mean, yeah, as best as I can. And so it had moved. I guess when I pushed the seats back, it pushed the board back some. So I pushed the plywood back in place. I put everything back together and that was that. Because I knew that's what it was, because I was all over the place the previous night. So after I did that Friday, I just was in hip pain. I mean, it wasn't pain. It was like the highest level of discomfort. It wasn't in pain where I was crying or anything, but it just felt so, it was such a level of discomfort that I was like, oh my goodness. Now, Friday, I was supposed to have been off from work, and they denied my day off because the girl is off all week. But I already had in my mind that I was going to call out Friday anyway. And the reason being is this weekend is my mom's birthday, and I was going down to Baltimore and celebrate her 79th birthday. And so I took off Friday because the original plan was for us to have dinner on Friday with my mom and then take her bowling on Saturday. So I said, okay, I'll take off. Anywho, they denied it. I had in my head I was calling out anyway. So I woke up Friday, I called out anyway, but not because of going to Baltimore, because of my hip. So I checked myself into a hotel, a different hotel, because the one that I usually stay at, the Red Roof, was all booked up. So I had to find another one. I checked in yesterday about, I guess, 4:30 or so, and I immediately just laid down on the bed. I just laid down because it seemed like any type of movement that I did, my hip was just going to hurt and hurt and hurt. So I laid down on the bed, and then I remembered that I had some baggies, sandwich bags in my car. So I went and got one of the sandwich bags, and I got some ice in it, and I put an ice pack on my hip for a while. And then I also bought some Motrin, and the Motrin really helped. It took away the discomfort. It was still there, but it took a lot of it away where I was able to at least move around some. And so I went and got something to eat while that was in that state that I can move around some. And then I got back, but once that Motrin wore off, you can tell it went back to that original discomfort level. And so I was like, okay. So between the ice pack and the Motrin, I feel a lot better today. So it's progressively getting better. Now, I only have the hotel room for today. I was going to take it one night at a time because my plan was to see how I feel to this morning, Saturday, and if I could make it down to Baltimore or not. And then I was going to come back Sunday, tomorrow, and get the hotel again and stay there. But what I noticed about this discomfort is when I sit down for a certain period of time, let's say driving to Baltimore for 2 hours or so, and when I get back up, it seems like it stiffens up the hip, and it's just really, really discomfort to try to get up out of my car after sitting there. So I can drive somewhere, but I cannot drive a long way, like going to Baltimore. So I'm not going down to Baltimore. I'm going to hang out here at the hotel and try to relax. I would put that ice pack on my hip off and on all day today as well as tomorrow. I do hope to feel a lot better tomorrow because, like I said, it is progressively getting better. And I cannot go to work on Monday with this discomfort that I'm having. It has got to get better, and I have to allow myself that time for it to get better. Like I said, in comparison to Thursday, to today, Saturday, it does feel a lot better. I'm walking a lot better, and so I know that it's getting better. And I was on Google looking up all kinds of stuff, like why is my hip hurting out of the blue? And I got a couple little basic answers. You know, the more serious reasons I knew did not apply to me. Like they were saying, okay, my kidney could be bad or something like that. I knew that that wasn't the case because once I figured out the whole bed platform, and I knew that it was because I had mentioned on this channel several times that, oh my God, if I keep sleeping on this bed, when I was trying to figure out the bed situation, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna need a hip surgery if this keeps going on. Well, I damn near needed one this weekend. Because boy, oh boy, that is the worst. So again, I am walking a lot better today. I think I'm going to go to the movies because I cannot sit in this hotel room all day doing nothing. So I'm gonna try to get out and at least get a movie in today, and then I'll come back and just kind of relax and put some ice pack on the spot. And it's weird because it's not swelled. My hip is not swelled. I can press around that area and it doesn't hurt. And when you press directly on the spot, you can feel that discomfort. But I look in the mirror and I don't see, my hip is not swelled or anything. It's not like it's a big comparison to the right side of my hip or anything. So I knew it was just like, I don't know, a bone. I don't know how to explain it. Just looking at my body, I don't see any difference from the left side, which is the side that hurts, and the right side. So I knew it was something that needed some time in order to kind of get better and decrease or whatever is going on this side of the hip. And that's why I'm going to stay here until Monday morning. All right, guys, that's what's been happening with me. Boy, oh boy, I'm telling you, when Thursday, oh my God, when I went to get out of my car and I led with my left foot, which is the side that the hip is hurting, and I pressed down on that ground, oh my God, I really felt it then. That's when I feel it the most, or at least yesterday, I felt it the most whenever I got out of my car. And I tried to just lay in my car and relax in my car, but I just couldn't do it because it was such a discomfort. I couldn't do it in my car. And that's what led me to get a hotel. It's like, I need a proper bed. And number one, I could use a proper shower too, because ever since my hip started hurting, I haven't had a shower. So I'm gonna get me a good one in there today and tomorrow and Monday before I go to work. So yeah, guys, that's what's been happening with me. I feel a lot better today. As I said, I'm progressively feeling better each day, and hopefully between the rest of today, all of tomorrow, Sunday, and I stay here until checkout time on Monday, I will feel well enough to go back to work. If I do not feel well enough to go back to work on Monday, I will call out from work again, and then, I'll stay in here, the hotel, another night, And that's one of the, I guess, benefits of this lifestyle, and for me, and the financial reasons why I'm doing this lifestyle is it allows you to do things like this. If a situation comes up and it's a situation that you should not be in your car to deal with, you just check yourself in for however long you need to be until the situation improves, and then you go back into your car life or whatever rig life you're in. So I'm chilling right now. So glad I'm feeling better. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I know you guys had to know that something was up, because it's been a minute since I missed like 3 days in a row or whatever. But anyway, that's what's going on. That's going to be a wrap for today's video. I am going to try to get another video out tomorrow. We'll see. And I will continue to update you guys on how my hip is doing and all of that stuff. All right, guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. As always, thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate you guys. You know that. And I'll see you guys the next time. I'm telling you, a hip hurt ain't no joke. Oh, my goodness.